Hello and welcome to McKleans-Scripts YouTube channel. I am going to be going over setting up your first FiveM GTA 5 online roleplay server, and we're going to be using the QBCore Framework. Now, before I get into showing you how to download and set up a server, we are going to go over just a couple little things. First of all, I want you guys to go and download Visual Studio Code. It's 100% and completely free. Okay, the reason why we say use Visual Studio Code is because things like Notepad++ is known to break code and is not that great and reliable anymore. Whereas Visual Studio Code is kept updated. You can download things like these extensions, as you can see here, and these extensions are really useful. We'll get into a little bit later, and they will help show you where there's errors in your code. They will help you fix things that are causing issues, as well as help you with natives and stuff like that to the language that you're gonna use. So go ahead and download that. I'm not gonna do it right now because I've already got it downloaded. All you need to do is Google up Visual Studio Code. It should be first on the list. Okay. The second thing is get a tab open for GitHub. Make yourself a GitHub account because you're most likely going to be downloading some scripts off GitHub. And you're definitely going to be getting your framework here from GitHub. So we're going to be using the QBCore Framework. As you can see up here, it's got 93 repositories. Not exactly 93, but round about that number. And these are going to make up majority of your server. The whole framework will be around QBCore. There are other frameworks like QBox. There's also Ox. There's also ESX. ESX is not greatly up to date. I know they're working on it, I believe, but QBCore is the most popular one at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and use this. Next page you're going to need is the artifacts page. This is full of all different artifacts, and it gets updated regularly, as you can see by the dates over here on the right. It gets updated regularly. You don't have to keep on top of these updates, but if you're running a live server with loads of people, it is a good idea to keep up to date every 2 weeks or at least once a month with these artifacts. And what I would suggest is you test it on a test server or a dev server, as some people call it, before you put it in your live server. Difference between a live server and a dev server, hopefully it's a bit obvious, but your live server is where all your players are playing, and your dev server is where you're going to go and test your scripts. You're going to test updates and stuff like that before you make it live. Never test on a live server because you're 9 times out of 10 going to crash the server multiple times while you're testing. So what we're going to do is we're going to download right here the latest one. You can use latest recommended, but this doesn't always get updated, so just go with the top one here in this list. Okay, now we have downloaded that. We are going to go to our file. So I have a special file on my drive, and what we're just going to do here is we're going to go new folder, and we're just going to go, I'm just going to call it, test server. Okay, and you're going to drop that download in here. Right, first of all, you're going to extract this download and delete that. Make sure that this is just called server. Okay, you're gonna open up this, scroll down until you see the red icon. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, I am already running the server, so give me a second. Okay, double click this, make sure if you've got a Windows firewall or anything like that, you just let it run. Okay, and it's going to come up, it's going to do all this stuff. You're going to say allow. I've never had it where it's wrong. Okay, you're going to want to go over to TX, not TX admin, the FiveM forums, and over here you're going to want to create yourself an account. Okay, this password here is then just not going to be necessary, so you can put whatever you want into this password. Make sure it's, you remember the password just in case, but it's not going to be necessary because you're going to log in with your TX admin password, because you're going to log in with your TX admin account, your FiveM account. So in this screen here, you're just going to click next. This is your server name, so you can put whatever you want in. So for example, McKleans live server. Okay, so you're just going to do that. You're going to click next again. Now here you have a bunch of different choices. The most recommended and most likely, you're going to go to the popular recipes. So you're going to click this. Okay, mine always fails because I don't know why, something on this, but basically what does, it gives you the choice of QBCore, ESX, and I think one other. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go custom template. So if yours fails, click custom template. So you're going to go next. Okay, in here you can see it's giving you like a file name, so it's in the test server folder, which is what I made earlier. And then you can see here that McKleans dev live server, and it's got this little number.base here, which is perfect. That's what you need. Okay, and then you're gonna click save on that, and you're gonna go to recipe deployer. So this is where, now this is your recipe. Now if you were able to click on the recommended option earlier, this is all going to be filled out for you, but if you have an issue like I do where it doesn't come up, then this is what we can do. There's a way around it. So we're going to go over to GitHub, to the QBCore GitHub, to the framework. You're going to click on repositories, and right here, it's not always at the top, so you might have to type it in here, like TX admin, and it'll pop up. It won't always be at the top. The only ones at the top are the ones that are updated recently. So you're going to click TX admin recipe. Okay, and you're going to go to the YAML, QBCore YAML file. And then here, okay, so now what you're going to do is just click on it. So you can see it's got the line there because I clicked. And what you're going to do is go Control A, which highlights everything, and then Control C to copy. You're going to come back over to your your recipe here, and you're going to highlight all of this, and you're just going to go Control V and paste it in, and there you go. You can see your whole recipe in there. Okay, from here you're going to click next. Okay, your CFX license key. Now this is important. So obviously, like I said to you before, you need to create an account with cfx.re here. Okay, and what you're going to do is you're going to go to key master, and you'll log in with your CFX account. Okay, and then here is where you get your key. Alright, so here is, just you create a new server. So you click here, new server, you create it, and when you fill out like a little form, really easy to fill, and then you have this key here. I'm not gonna bring up the key because I actually use this key. I'll probably end up making a new one after this. Actually, I'll show you this one trashed down here because I don't use it. So as you click into it, it'll be blurred like this. As you hover over it, it shows license key. You can copy that key, come back here, and you put it in there, and you click run recipe. It will then run the recipe, and then you can configure the server. I'm not going to do it because I've already got a server up and running, so I'm going to show you what it's like once the server is running. Okay, so now I'm here, I'm in FiveM. What I did forget to mention is one thing that you want to do is download XAMPP. You need this to be able to run a local server, and you will need this if you do it on a VPS or on your own local computer. and then you just need to start the Apache and the MySQL. From the MySQL, I would highly recommend that you download Heidi SQL. Heidi SQL is, I believe, a lot easier to use, a lot simpler to use, and yeah, just highly recommended to use that. Here it is. This is Heidi SQL. As I said, I highly recommend using this. And this is your database, all here put together, automatically installed when you run that recipe file at the beginning. So all your files, all your database stuff is put in there. Very easy to understand and use with Heidi SQL. Anyway, here it is, my server on a local one. It will show right on the front page, right here, or down there. So I'm going to click on it, click connect. This is going to load up, and it's going to load up with the QBCore loading screen here, and it will take a minute. It will, and do bear in mind that I already have a character created on the server, as it is my own local server. Okay, and here we are. We're loading in now. You can see it straight into which is Michael's apartment, and onto my character creation, where I can create characters. Oh, that's funny, I just created a bug. And then you click play, choose your location. So I'm going to go to where my last was, and here you are. So this is one of the mechanic garages. This is my character, and here I am. So yeah, that is quick, simple and easy on how to set up a server. What I will show you is, so this is the files. So obviously it's created a lot more files. There's the original server file. It's created a lot more. This is how you would start your server at the beginning. So you double click that, and that will run your server console. You go into TX data. This is the one I already had created, so the name's different. You go into this folder, whatever that you called it. Server.cfg there is how you edit some code, how you edit some of the settings for the server, which I'll come to in the next video. Resources here is where you have all your different resources. So if you're comparing yours to mine, I have some extra files here, or folders here, that I will talk about later in another video. But you should have this QB one here, standalone and voice, as well as some of these default ones at the top. In QB, this is where you have all your default QB files. So yeah, but we will get to some of this in a later video, and also how to kind of manage your server a little bit better, and how to control your files. But yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I know I spoke a bit quick and went through it a bit quickly, but I'm just trying to get to the point so people can learn and so people can do it quick, like get set up and all that. If you have any questions, any interest, let me know in the comments below. Please feel free to click that like button and click the subscribe button. I hope to catch you guys soon. Goodbye now. Happy GTAing.